Hi guys, let's have a look again at DWM. I'm not sure which one did I take. I think this one, where DWM is. One of the things I use very often in ChatWM is the Super F key, which is full screen, or Super Shift F, whatever key binding you like to use, to get a complete coverage, whatever it is, Firefox, Sublime Text, or Terminal, right? A complete coverage, no gaps and no bar up there. I've looked at, well, let's have a look first here. This is the content that we have today. If we do, for instance, Super F12, and we say, let's do Firefox, for example, let's run it. Super Shift F. Let's see what it is again, or was it? This is Super F, right? So Super F is a little bit changed. Super M, Super T. So if we have something else open, Super T, Super F, Super M. Okay, so the Super F is not my Super F. Super Shift F is this. So that's not working. So whatever it is, Super Shift C, whatever it is, it's not okay. I'd like to have something else. Okay. Procedure. Workflow. I have looked at two packages. One, I have to scroll to my other PC. One is called DWM Full Screen 6.2 diff, right? So DWM Full Screen. Was not that happy about it, but there is an actual full screen which I was happy about. So Control D. What you need to do is go to the internet, and then you go to the suckless, right? Suckless website.org. DWM patches Control F full. That's how I went. So this is the one I've chosen. There is always full screen. There are 8 references to the word full. Fake full screen, focus full screen, full gaps full screen. And the one I like is the actual full screen. Now there's one of 2019 and one of 2021. So I'm gonna go for 2021. And this is the one I'd like to use as a patch. And we've got our get patches, and we add it to the list. wget patches. You select everything, and you organize it alphabetically with sort files F9 from now on. Okay. So as you see, it was already there. Delete, and doubles are not necessary. Save. Now it needs to get inside the system. So when we are going to build it, close all files. When we are going to run this thing, we actually build our custom DWM. Let's see if there are no errors. That's first thing. We're at patch 8, I believe. This is patch 9. We see here patch 4, patch 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's builds and the sysmon builds. Okay, so it's ready. Now we need to figure out, if we're on DWM, this code, can the patch that is now in here be used? Okay, so you can actually have a look if you want to have a look. Why not, right? It's not that much. It's one line here. Toggle full screen, Super Shift F, some blah blah in the help, DWM1. If that fails, it's no problem. But this has to work, of course. That's the C file, the most important file, DWM. An extra parameter at the top, and then the function itself. So that's actually not that big, right? So let's see if we can patch it in. These are the fun things, these are the wins, right? Then you say, finally, something that works. Patch, whoops, patch minus, no, there is no patch minus, patch, and then grab the folder patches, and it was DWM actual, I think, something, right? Well, see, let's see if this works. Can we patch this in without issues? I think I forgot one thing. What, where, right? Direction. Put this in there. That's it, right? Succeeded, succeeded, succeeded. Oh, finally, something that works even after being patch 9. We do check. Control find full. So find, here is the toggle full screen, super shift F. That's the file we had here. So this is extra. And somewhere in here we need to have this word. Control F. Go in here and we need to go to DWMC and find it. So at the top it's explained, and here it is also an extra code function. Okay, that's gonna work. We don't need, there are no rejects, right? Have a look. There are no files called REJ. That means our life is easier. That means we can go to this one, I guess, yes. But one level up, we need to go to the build custom DWM. We are at patch 8. Here is patch 8. We copy paste this thing and we say this is patch 9. Where is it coming from? It's actually coming from the patches. We don't need to patch the patch, right? So it's actually coming from the official patches that's in here. And the name is this one, super, Control A, Control C, escape. That's the name. Voila, we're ready. Are we? Yes. And then we hope that everything builds automatically. So we can close this, we can close that. We go up. This is DWM itself. That's the backup. Maybe a good thing to, well, I'll make another backup later on. So let's build. Okay, build custom DWM. Patch 9 should be in there. So toggle full screen warning defined but not used. I'll have to look at that. We can omit these warnings via iCode. Probably this one, if I think, yeah, I think it was this one. And then it's gone in the make package there. But what was I thinking? I was thinking I need to have the patches. Here are all the patches. Control A. Control C, we have a backup. So from time to time I should back up this thing, replace all. Everything is okay. It was already there. Now there's always this last thing. Compare your custom config def, etc. Compare this with that. Compare, because we changed it. Every single time the config changes, I have to change this one as well. So toggle full screen, super shift F, needs to go from right to left. This is the official one, the right one, and this is my custom changes. Last of previous video we went for super shift left and right to move a certain application from screen 1 to screen 2. Let's see if we can do now. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's do it like this, a space more, and it's nicely aligned. Save. Okay, and all the rest is good. All the rest is good. Then we say stop everything, and we build it again. So it's finding out what is my workflow, and I don't know if this can be yours, but I guess you have to be the judge of that, if this is a way to do things. But the point is, we do not put DWM online. You won't see anything go online as such, but it gets built every single time. That's the difference, right? Enfin, it's in, it's finished. So when I push everything online, the build is gone, and the fake full, what was it again? Actual full screen, that's the thing we've added. Actual full screen added. Now we have to check if this is working, and there were a few extras that I've also added, downloaded, and we'll see if we use it or not. At least we have already a backup, right? If the patches disappear from DWM for whatever reason, then we can actually have them. So that means super F12, Thunar, documents, DWM, git pull. He will say no, and then I say git reset hard. I do git pull again. All the new stuff comes in, the backup of the patches and so on, and now I can rebuild it. No, build custom DWM. So any of my machines, wherever I go, I just git clone and I say build. Let's see if we can have this full screen thing. So succeeded, and then we say super X, we log out, and then we log in, and for instance we open super F12 Firefox. And what I like to have, if super shift F is pressed, completely no gaps, no bar, nothing. That's how I like it. F11, right? Another button. Can have a look at that. But super F, whatever it is. So F, for instance, terminal, and this one is active, that one is active. Super shift F, it's full screen. My complete screen, 1920 to 1080. It's full. It's completely used. Wow. Okay. So read every time there is an update. Read the code. See what changes. Yes, there is an alias called RIP to see later on what was it again. But read what's going on. There's system D. That's an important one. We better reboot after that one. And just read the code. We had some issues with FMPEG and simple screen recorder. Will that cause issues again, right? And so on. You learn more and more all these apps. And what is DMI decode? What's that? Also an important one. And voila, keep track of things, keep track of changes, follow along. I have system D, I see, chosen in the beginning. You choose that in Calamars. Then you decide grub system D or refined. There are scripts to change, but right, tricky. So I see these guys. That means that the content of the boot folder has changed. Sudo reboot is my reflex. Say, let's see if everything works after this boot, or this build actually. New files. So we boot up from the files in the boot folder. Is everything okay? And that's the last thing we'll do today. The full screen is really so useful. A simple example is when you open a terminal and you start doing things here, and then you do this and take another terminal and another terminal, and it's actually this one that's super important. You go to the small terminal and I make it so often full screen, focusing on that. Okay, done, did my work, super F. Super F12, Sublime Text, working in Sublime Text. This is too small, super shift F, and then you, oops, that's D, super shift F just next to it. And then you make this visible, you learn, and say, okay, it's done, super shift F again. So toggle off and on, and then, okay, super shift C in this case, super shift C. Later we'll make it the super shift Q. Et voila, another extra number 9 patch that we've put in there. These are the easy patches. There are really tough patches where I have tried already 4 times or so, and that's okay. Not there yet, right? Not there yet, but just keep at it, keep trying, and it's the small wins that keep us going. Don't forget that. Rome wasn't built in one day, so I'm just a few days busy in this DWM patching. So, right? Be patient with yourself. All right, cheers.